You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another TADPOG podcast.
And by another, we mean this is the second one that we're recording today.
Yeah, it's a show that happens once a week, well, sort of twice a week, because we sat down like, all right, let's record Ballz.
Let's do it. Let's record an episode on the game Ballz.
Yep.
Not just Ballz.
Not just Ballz in general. We could do that, but Ballz the game.
Huh.
But first,
I didn't
Jacob
know we could
had
do that.
yeah. Oh no, we totally do that. Jacob had a special request for a quiz. So we took the quiz, and it took an hour and 12 minutes by my count. So that became our Patreon episode.
Patreon episode. I feel like we had some decent game talk.
We did.
And personality talk. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like maybe there's some insight into our
It was
preferences.
a gaming personality quiz.
Yeah.
It was good. So, hey, and if you listen to that episode, we start out thinking that we're doing Ballz.
Right.
So don't be confused.
They'll
Just
figure it
halfway
out.
the episode, it's like, just roll with it, Patreon. We'll re-record.
It's one of those awesome organic episodes where it's exactly like that, where we get halfway through and we're like, is this a Patreon episode that we're recording?
And I just got just because, I think we're both a little buzzed.
I am definitely a little buzzed.
So I just got an episode. I just got a text from Taryn.
Taryn
saying
did
that
it,
she'll
recorded
be
an
in-
episode for
She
us.
did. That'd be great.
Great, she saved us.
That she'll be in next week and wants to record an episode. So
Awesome.
that's out there now.
Awesome.
If she doesn't do it, it's on her.
It's her. Mhm.
All right. So today we're going to be talking about Ballz / Ballz 3D for the Sega Genesis.
Ballz with a Z.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be tough because we started out talking about Ballz on the Patreon, what became the Patreon episode, so
Yep.
it's going to be tough for us to repeat the things.
Sink back
some
in.
of
I
the
don't remember what we
things.
said about it.
Yeah, me neither.
So before that, there was something on the Patreon episode that that we discussed,
Uh-huh.
but I wanted to revisit it because our Patreon audience is substantially smaller than our general audience.
Yeah.
And I want it to be our general audience.
But I like our Patreon audience.
I know I love them
Yeah.
too. I want more feedback on it
Oh, I see.
than Patreon. So because we at one point discussed, I brought up a super deep cut, like a years ago deep cut,
Right.
about there are two types of people in this world, and it's either you are a dead soul or you are a Yeti. And we have some good discussion over dead souls and Yetis, and that being that we can't even really quantify it. You just know.
You know whether you're a dead soul or Yeti.
Uh-huh.
No one needs to explain to you what either of those things
Nope.
are.
Nope.
You just know inside when someone asks, are you a dead soul or a Yeti? You just know.
Because, obviously, if you listen to the show and you know us, you know that Dave is a dead soul and I am a Yeti.
Yeah, of course.
It's just how it is.
Of course. Everybody knows that.
So, I don't even have to explain it to you. You know what it is. So on this episode, please, if you, whatever you are, let us know.
In the comments on Facebook?
In the comments on Facebook.
Okay.
Are you a dead soul or are you a Yeti?
I love it.
Yep. I think I mentioned on the Patreon, I'm married to a dead soul.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be like you are one of my best friends. We do this show, and you're a dead soul, and I'm married to a dead soul.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily Yetis and dead souls.
Right.
They perfectly fine. I'd say it's even better if they mingle and
It's
yin
like-
and yang.
Yeah, it's like Paula Abdul and MC Sky Cat.
It's exactly it.
Paula Abdul's a dead soul.
Uh-huh.
And MC Sky Cat is a Yeti.
I feel like Paula Abdul started out as a Yeti and
She
became
did.
a dead soul.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, totally.
By the time she hit American Idol,
Right.
she was a fucking dead soul.
level. Yeah. Have you seen the Dave Chappelle stand-up specials on Netflix?
No.
He talks about, the reason I thought about that
He
is
talks about dead souls
no,
and Yetis.
no, but kind of. He kind of talks about dead souls because he mentions being kind of gone for a while, you know?
Uh-huh.
And he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he mentions Dancing with the Stars calling him up. It'd be like, I ain't there yet. You'll know I'm done when you see me on Dancing with the Stars. Those
yeah.
specials are really good. I really recommend checking them out.
Yeah.
One is framed completely around the number of times he's seen O.J. Simpson in real life. So, I mean, it's like...
Melissa and I just finished that O.J. Simpson Netflix, or no, it was FX.
Yeah, it was on FX. Can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, the People
People versus O.J.
Simpson. Yeah, it was really good. It was really, really good.
I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah.
It's one of those shows that Nikki and I, like, when we're flipping through Netflix, we're like, oh, I heard that was good. We should watch that. And we're both like, yep, add to queue. And then it's just, we forget about it forever.
Good. It's not that long, but it's good shit. Oh, shit. I feel like I was going to say something else about what we're watching.
Dead Souls and Yetis? Oh, what you're watching.
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, well. Oh, Louis C.K., his new special on Netflix.
I haven't seen it
good.
yet.
It's good. I need to rewatch it because generally, like late at night, and we're watching something funny, Melissa and I just end up halfway through. We just have sex. That's just the way it goes. We have to rewatch.
I wouldn't say that's really a problem.
It's the thing about no, it's not a problem. I mean, it's true, but like that's the thing about comedies. It's like we're like laughing, having a good time. It's like, all right, it's on.
God,
it's on.
laughing makes my dick hard.
Yep.
Did you know that?
Because usually, like, we're laughing, I'm giving her a massage, and it's like, I'm putting it in.
Oh, well, that's what it is. It's not the comedy. It's the massage.
It's both.
Look, man, I can't.
She's not so keen if, like, we're watching the People vs. O.J. Simpson, I'm giving her a massage, and I just put it.
Oh, that's right. That doesn't do it for her?
I mean, it does, but it's not. It's different.
Oh, remember when that football player murdered his wife? Maybe, but he was proven not guilty.
Why don't you be my bloody glove? We'll see if you fit. Girl, if it doesn't fit, you ain't gonna quit.
I'd love to think that you came up with that on the fly.
I just did.
I have a feeling.
I just did.
I have a feeling that's exactly how it went down in the bedroom. Have I mentioned to you yet? I can't remember if I talked about the Mystery Science Theater 3000 revival you or
briefly
on the show.
Mentioned it.
Oh, okay. Really good. It's really good. I haven't watched all of it. I'm pacing myself. I'm pretty much treating it like the original show where I'm like watching one a week. Because I just worry, man. I don't want to binge on that.
Yeah, and then they all run together.
Yeah,
and then, yeah. No, I totally get that.
I forgot. I did talk to you about that. Totally.
Well, I'm done talking about Ballz 3D then.
All right. Who are you?
Because I think we're on a limited time frame. I think. Yeah. I'm your bearded host Tyler, and I am a Yeti.
I'm your bespectacled host Dave, and I am a dead soul, of course.
And we wanted to play because Call of Cthulhu. It's pretty much on me. We wanted to do that this week. Josh and Nicole could make it, but we are recording in my super tiny closet that cannot fit 5 people.
We're still in the closet.
So I'm going to have to move the girls around. You know, we're moving bedrooms around, and I found another place for the recording table that has a more open area. Mm-hmm. That still sounds good.
I like it in here. Other than it being a little warm,
yeah.
I like it in here because I think it actually sounds pretty good.
I think we sound good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this is only for me and you.
Yeah, we are surrounded by cloth.
Like, Melissa, you know that walk-in closet you were so excited about? Nope.
No, that's the room where me and this guy record.
That's my sweaty guy talk room.
Yeah.
Where we get good and buzzed and sit close and talk in front of all your clothes.
Don't worry, sweetheart. We talk about you sometimes.
Talking about you being my glove.
Darling, you're the best glove I've ever had.
All right, so Ballz 3D for the Sega Genesis.
Ballz 3D.
Ballz. Dave, do you hear that?
Also came out for the Super Nintendo. Yes.
It did.
I do hear that. It sounds like balls.
Yeah, just slapping against stuff.
Just slapping against you know what kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gloves.
Good old dick gloves, what we like to call them.
She loves it when I call her that.
Hey, dick glove.
Especially when I'm talking to like her parents, like, tell your dick glove to chill out.
On her birthday, happy birthday to my favorite dick glove.
You birthed the best dick glove.
Happy Mother's Day. Of course, I hear that those balls slapping against gloves, which of course ushers in a segment that we like to call Dave Reads from Wikipedia. Okay, guys, Ballz, Ballz with a Z, is a 2-player 3D action fighting video game for the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis, the Super Nintendo, and, wait for it, the 3DO.
Oh, I've heard that's the definitive version.
The 3DO. if the definitive version of anything is on the 3DO, that is a sign that this game is garbage.
Isn't there somebody, I forget who posted it, about I think it was a 3DO game, or maybe it was a Sega CD game called Night Trap that is coming out for the PS4.
Yes.
Man, we need to do an episode on that.
Lord Matt posted that. That was, I believe, a Sega CD game. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I think that'd be a good episode.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm on record. The only thing for 3DO that I really wanted to play was Jurassic Park. And I wanted to play it at the time, but like going back and having watched YouTube videos and stuff doesn't actually look that good. It's not nearly as breathtaking as it was when I was like paging through GamePro as a 12-year-old. Like, oh, look
everything was unreal and like Game Informer, Game Informer, but I don't fucking remember. Shit.
Electronic Gaming Monthly was another big one
that
I used to read. So Ballz, you guys, was developed by PF Magic.
PF Chang.
Mr. PF Chang's. PF Chang's, man. I like to think PF Magic is the HR department of PF Chang's that all the employees absolutely fucking hate. They're like, oh, did someone touch your butt inappropriately at work? Call PF Magic.
Well, it's magic time. No, I'll just take the sodomy. It's fine.
Yeah, right. That's all right. I'll just be someone's butt glove.
We call that a boot.
Let's see. It was published by Accolade in 1994. The 3DO version was released as a director's cut in 1995. This game had a director's cut. Ballz offered 3 difficulty levels over a total of 21 matches. Its distinguishing
They're
quality.
all the same.
Its distinguishing quality was that each of the characters were composed completely out of spheres.
They're all the same.
Granting a pseudo 3D look. That's what we want. A pseudo 3D look.
Pseudo 3D look.
Although the game was not a tremendous success.
What?
PF Magic, I hope that you don't know this. I'm gonna drop
pig fuckers.
Pig fucking magic. I'm gonna drop a pig fucking magic bomb on you. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
PF Magic reused its graphics technology in a successful line of virtual pet titles: Pets, Dogs, Cats, and Oddballs. Do you remember these fucking games?
Yeah, I do. I remember seeing those at Walmart.
Dude, I've got Pets pulled up. There's a Wikipedia entry for Pets.
Because aren't they all made of like circles and shit?
Yeah, they're all made out of those spheres. I remember playing this shit, and
God, that looks so fucking awful. That looks like what you learned to program in college. Like, oh man.
I have a confession to make. I forgot completely about Pets until Pets until I was reading this Wikipedia entry earlier today, and it brought back so many goddamn memories, dude.
Of the discount bin at Walmart,
dude. This is a moment of gamer shame for me, dude. I fucking love Pets. I fucking loved it. Like, I mean, it was just like, yeah. First thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to kill people in Ultima Online. Then I'm going to pet this cat for like 5 minutes.
How did you acquire this game?
I don't remember. I think I downloaded a lot of games when I was in high school. So as far as I knew, Pets was a free game. I guess it wasn't. I don't know. It was just kind of one of those games that I wound up with.
Yeah. All right.
I went to a Pets store.
A pet store.
Excuse me, sir.
A pet store.
The finest spherical dog for me, please. Spare no expense. That's it. That's. I mean, there's more to it, but like this is a fucking short Wikipedia entry.
It's a short game. Or rather, my patience was short with this game.
So tell me about that.
Man, okay, because I'd never played. I'd heard a lot about this game. Well, I remember when I was younger and I saw it come out, I was like, man, that looks pretty awesome.
Man, I love Ballz.
Fucking love Ballz.
I love shit that ends with a Z.
That's why. And then looking over like looking at YouTube and
Yeah.
top Genesis games and shit lists and stuff like that, this popped up a lot on the shit list.
On the shit list.
So I knew it was going to be a bad game.
You suggested this game for the show.
Yep.
And is it because you saw it on so many shit
Because
lists?
I saw it on a lot of shit lists. So
And
let's do
you-
a shitty game. We're kind of doing emphasis on Genesis right now because that's
Yes.
our current list.
Right.
So, all right, let's do this. I did not expect it to even be as shitty as it was.
It's bad. Yeah, it's a bad
Oh,
game.
This is man. I feel like this is the worst game we played in a click.
I mentioned this on the Patreon episode, the Ballz episode that turned into the Patreon episode. I still think that Booger Man was also not fun.
You think Booger Man's worse than this?
I don't think it's worse than this, but I do think it's on the same level for me. Like if you
Oh,
were,
man.
like if you were to tell me, Dave, you're going to be trapped in an airport for the next 48 hours. You can play one of two video games, Booger Man or Ballz. Which one would you like? I'm taking the cyanide pill. One like every single fucking time. Like I don't want to play either of these games. They're both bad.
See, I think Booger Man is like a C plus, and this
No,
is a
God, no.
this is a fucking D.
Okay, Ballz, man, oh wow, we're breaking it down in the grades.
Yeah.
Ballz, I would give a D. Booger Man, I'd give a C minus. So there we go.
It's incrementally better.
Ballz is right, worse than
'Cause,
Booger Man.
Man, I thought this game was just like you can forgive a fighter. One, I didn't know this was a fighter until I sat down and played it.
I was excited.
Growing up, I did not know it was a fighter.
I didn't
It
either.
is so horribly advertised. The box, the art, nothing would make you think this is a fighting game.
Well, all of the ads.
I thought
for
it was a puzzle game.
Oh, really? You thought it was a
Yeah.
puzzle game just because of the ads, or
Yeah,
what?
just because of the ad.
I think like I've saw several ads and they all like imply that you need balls to be good at this game, which paints a very different landscape. It like reminds me, oh yeah, in the 90s, game developers were just like, women, what?
Well, I think they changed it to Balls with a Z to try to be less offensive in the U.S.
You think so?
That's what I read.
Oh, yeah?
At least, especially for the Super Nintendo, like it had to be. They had to change several bits of content for the SNES.
Their marketing was balls out. It was balls to the wall. Because like there's several ads where it's just like large block text that says, in order to win, you got to have balls. And
I think the Super Nintendo version, I think instead of like you got to have balls, it says you have to play balls.
oh, is that right?
And
You got to
it's
play balls?
And it's balls with a Z instead of an S. They changed
Right.
it because balls with an S, that means testicles in the United States. So you can't do that.
Right.
No, you can't
No.
do that at all.
No. You know what? Usually, like, okay, I don't like censorship. I shouldn't say usually. I generally don't like censorship. But, like, there comes, like, I get it. Like, when Nintendo's like, you know what? That's kind of garbage. And it's, I mean, I don't know. I like to think that Nintendo would be like, that's some sexist shit that you're pulling right here. And that's why we're doing it.
To bring up Booger Man,
Yeah.
how Booger Man was fine and this wasn't is a little muddling to me.
Yeah, because there's nothing really, like, super gross in balls.
They're not like made of testicles. They're just
Right.
making a joke.
Where are they?
Perfectly spherical, multicolored balls.
Grown in a lab to fight. I mean, it seems like a no-brainer.
Oh man, because this game, like, I feel like you can forgive a lot in a fighter for story and shit like that, but like controls need to be on point. And I thought this was just like, oh man, it is trying to like, you're trying to race in a garbage truck. It's just like fucking awful. Like I felt like because of course they're all made out of balls. They look like they took the like the wireframe models or some kind of model for design and just stuck with that to play a game, and then just colored the spheres differently to try and depict them as different characters.
Right. Like
But
everybody's...
every fucking thing is the same.
Like a leg is a stack of balls. A body is typically like one, or like it's like a snowman body,
Yep.
kind of. They try to differentiate characters. Like they do try. It's just, I mean, they kind of fail.
Oh, yeah.
Do you mind
Oh,
if
yeah.
can I go through the roster real quick?
Please.
So right out the bat, you have a character named Boomer, who is a clown. I don't I didn't like Boomer.
It's fucking creepy.
Yeah, he's creepy. Not only that, he is Ronald McDonald. Like, his color scheme is yellow and red with a white face. He's Ronald McDonald. Although I didn't finish this game, I wanted to see somebody beat it because this game got to the point where it was too hard for me. And
there's all sorts of shit fucking wrong with it, especially once you're the boss.
And I did stream it on Twitch. If anybody wants to spare themselves the trouble and the despair of playing Ballz, you can watch me do it, and I have a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
In the begin, you can tell when my spirit breaks. And I've already apologized to Phil to Sandwich Pope Phil for when my spirit broke, because I was just a little to keep with our Ballz theme. I was just a little testy with Sandwich Pope Phil, and I'd like to publicly apologize to Sandwich Pope Phil. Although he did not, he said that he didn't even realize that I was being a jerk. But I was like, no, I was totally being a jerk. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it at the time, but when I rewatched it to make notes for the show, I was like, holy shit. I'm sorry. Real ass.
I mean, it's an infuriating fucking game.
It is an infuriating game.
Mm-hmm.
This is the kind of game. Do you remember a long time ago on this show where I talked about playing Dark Souls and then kicking the Coke Zero box around my kitchen?
And Professor Layton, yeah.
And Professor Layton, yes. This is like almost there. I'm almost to that point because the fights in this game are completely inconsistent.
Oh, yeah. The hits are completely inconsistent. The combos, quote unquote, are inconsistent.
Everything about this game is inconsistent. So back to the roster, we've got Boomer the Clown, whose moves are essentially exploding. All the balls explode out, and then they come back together, and his other move is using his head as a projectile. That's who I saw people beat the game with. Because not all the characters have projectiles.
You kind of need it.
And I think you definitely need it because I got to a boss, which is
fucking
essentially...
ostrich?
No. Well, yeah, the ostrich fucked me up. But I got to the genie, and that dude, he will fuck you up if you're within melee range.
Yeah.
So the guy I saw who beat it is just Boomer the Clown just throwing his head at the genie over and over and over again.
Yeah, because all the boss's moves all take priority over yours. So if they attack a split second before you do nothing to them.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And you get close, they just fucking grapple you and fucking destroy all your ball energy.
Yes. They suck you dry. I feel like blocking was a thing that you were able to do, but I could never do it because it's to block you had to hold back. And every time I try to block, I would hold back and my character would just end up turning around. Just putting his back towards the enemy. Just here, I'll be your butt glove. I'll be your boot.
And getting lined up with the enemy is frustrating. So of course you fuck it up. The AI never fucks it up. They're right on top of you. The game just fucking blows.
It's bad. It's a very bad game. There are different difficulty settings that you can do. You can go easy, medium, and hard, but they don't actually change the difficulty of the AI. They just give you more or less continues, depending on which one you choose. Bad decision.
Yep.
That is a bad decision.
Yep.
It should scale the difficulty of the AI.
Yep.
It doesn't matter how many continues you give me. If I'm shit at the game, that's not going to help a whole lot. And also a lot of that is just me being frustrated because I would love to just rush through the content of this game because it wasn't good.
No. I mean, doing research on the game, what game came out at the same time as this game? Just
Mortal
for
Kombat
a reference.
2.
Donkey Kong Country as well.
Yeah.
So that's the caliber of games that are around. And this, oh man, this is the worst fighting game I have ever played.
Okay. That's
declared a statement.
That is a statement. Have you played Clay Fighter?
Not in a long time.
We need to do that for the show. We've mentioned it before.
I played Shaq Fu.
Oh, shit. I forget.
Shaq Fu is better than this game.
You think Shaq Fu is better than
yes,
this?
I think Shaq Fu is
really?
better than this game. Yes, I do.
Why?
Because you could play. I found this game nigh unplayable.
I don't know.
You can play Shaq Fu.
Yeah.
You can't throw
it.
a fucking basketball, but but yeah. Link in the show notes, episode 11 for Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'll have a link in there. TADPOG.com. Go check it out. I don't know. I didn't think it was good, but Ballz, I don't know if I'd put it on the... between Ballz and Shaq Fu, you're right. I'd probably play Shaq Fu. Ballz is a little bit different because it's pseudo 3D, which means that you're not locked on a single plane. You can press down and up to kind of like give you that Tekken or Virtua Fighter kind of thing where you can move around an arena. It really isn't implemented well. It's tough to like really shit on it because like it's bad. Don't get me wrong. It is bad. It is not done well, but it's like I kind of want to give it a little bit of a pass because it's like, well, there aren't a whole lot of games that are doing this. Like I get this is new ground that you're trying out.
Not of this era.
Right. It doesn't make it fun because it's not fun at all, but it is kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, I kind of feel like I need to give them a little good old PF Chang's magic. A little bit of a pass because this is new ground.
Yeah, and I feel like, I mean, they don't make hit detection or combos look any different. Like, Street Fighter's out. Like, you know what's popular. Like, they don't make anything look any different. I thought that was bullshit. There's this screen in the back that is constantly changing, like you're doing moves.
Okay.
And it's declaring your moves.
Well, kind of. My favorite thing about the game are the screens, the big jumbotrons that are in the arenas that you fight. Because every single one of them, okay, so there's a big one that's black that just has green text that appears on it. And it says things like, administer the smackies. And
Kiss the floor.
Kiss the floor, kiss the mat, smell the mat.
Smell the mat, yeah.
There's one, let's see. Here's my favorite one, which I do not understand at all. Open wide for chunky. Like, next Tadpog shirt is definitely...
That's what I'm sending Melissa later.
Yes, open wide for chunky.
And like what the intro is just like balls, like 15 times on a screen.
Yes. And then a gesture appears made out of balls, and he's like, in order to grant your wish, you must defeat these foes. And then that's the story.
Yep. And it is because they try to make all the balls, like you said, Boomer was the clown, and they all try to make them look a little different. Like there's like a wrestler and...
Yes, okay, let me go through the rest of the roster.
An ostrich, a bear.
You're right. The ostrich is actually a boss. He might be playable through a cheat code, but he's not in the regular roster. The wrestler is named Bruiser. He is a totally Gennaro bodybuilder. I never played as him. I didn't even try. I'm not interested.
Oh, no point.
There is Crusher, who I was drawn to immediately because Crusher is my dream. He is a fully nude Rocksteady.
Yeah.
He's just a rhino man without clothes.
So he's Rhino from Spider-Man.
He's Rhino from Spider-Man. You're right. Well, Rhino is clothes. Yeah.
That's a fun sentence.
Rhino is clothes. Hashtag, I don't know. Hashtag Peter Parker things. So I was immediately drawn to Crusher because he's a fucking rhino man. He don't have time for clothes. And plus,
hell no.
He ain't got time for that. Then there is Divine, who is a ballerina, or as I like to say, Tyler, a ballerina.
Oh, damn.
Because of balls.
Yeah, hell, that's what I call Beyonce, too. The ballerina. She gets it. She know.
There is perhaps the next character has the best name in the entire series, Kronk.
Yeah.
Kronk, who is a
football player.
He is a caveman. Yeah, he's a caveman built out of balls. He has a club made out of balls. There is a character named Tsunami, who is a sumo wrestler. Never played as him. Had no interest. A character named Turbo, who is a superhero, I guess. Never played as him. Completely uninteresting looking. And then Yoko.
Yoko Ono.
Yoko Ono has a weird side mission.
Her special move destroys the Beatles.
Yeah, you gotta break up the Beatles. Yeah. Yoko is a monkey. Or actually, probably he's listed, or he or she is listed as a monkey, but I believe is in actuality an ape. Because Yoko has no tail. I spent a lot of time playing as Yoko. A lot of time. And then there is Zombie, who is in the 3DO version. Zombie is not playable in Genesis and SNES, but he stalks and slashes
Okay.
like a zombie.
I could never beat the ostrich.
Guggler is that ostrich's name. Guggler. Come Guggler.
Yeah, come Guggler. Open wide for the chunky. Come Guggler.
What does that mean?
Butt glove.
Can we make an Urban Dictionary entry for
Guggler?
Guggler and open wide? Here
Open
comes
wide
the chunky for the chunky.
It's where you eat a lot of
Campbell's
home-style
chunky soup.
soup and then come.
Oh, that doesn't sound so bad at all. I'd love to open wide for chunky. Those are two things I love: soup and coming.
But because Guggler has this insane reach and can recover most of his hit bar very quickly by sticking his head in the sand.
Very fast. He can regenerate his health.
It's like 1, 2, oh, full.
Yeah, I mean, it's very fast. If you leave him alone, you have to be on him constantly.
And if you're on him constantly, he fucks you up.
He fucks you up, right, because he's got that reach and he's always kind of pecking you away. Tyler, is there any bird in the world that is worse than an ostrich? Can you think of a bird that's worse than an ostrich? I can't.
I would say an emu, but I think they're sexually attracted to humans, and that's endearing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you know from firsthand experience?
I remember seeing that on a documentary somewhere.
You an emu glove?
Because I fucked an emu. And I was like, you into this? And she was like, yeah.
Of course I am.
Yeah, I am. Emu. I was like, you like a Pokemon? She's like, sorta.
I don't think that was an emu. That was me, actually.
That was just you in an emu suit.
Yeah, I got you in a dubious consent scenario.
I was Donkey Kong, and you dressed up like an ostrich, and we were doing the whole thing.
Yeah, it was awkward, but hey. Dragon Con cosplay.
Fuck yeah. But, man, yeah, this game was garbage. I'll never go back to it, and lots of problems.
Once you get past Guggler, once you get past Cum Guggler, you fight back to kangaroo talk. We leaned heavy into kangaroos on our last episode where we talk about Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, because Ricky the raccoon is in...
Ricky the kangaroo?
Oh, I said raccoon, didn't I? Not Ranger Rick. Yeah, Ricky the kangaroo.
Ricky Raccoon, is that a Beatles song?
It is a Beatles song. Back to Yoko Ono. The kangaroo in this game is named Bounder, and Bounder is very much a boxing kangaroo. It's got red balls on its hand, indicating that it has boxing gloves. And it's, I honestly think, not as hard as Guggler. Guggler is a fucking monster. That is that Guggler does not need, the ostrich does not need to be the first boss in the game, because Guggler is much harder than Bounder, and the next boss you fight named T-Rex, W-R-E-C-K-S, T-Rex, who is enormous. The arena zooms out because he's so big. He's a Tyrannosaurus, full-sized, and then you're kind of up to his knee, essentially. And he will straight up bite and shake you, Jurassic Park style. But then, the game kind of turns into this thing I hate, because you have to jump on his back, and when you get on his back, you have to hit him. And this is a mechanic that does not exist outside of this fight.
Game, so they don't do it well.
Right.
I hate when games fucking do that.
Not only does it
shoehorn a different thing, and they're not prepared for it.
And how are you supposed to know that shit?
Yep.
So you have to play the game of overlapping your shadow with his shadow to get on his back, and then punch him until he dies. And then after T-Rex is the Genie boss, who essentially looks like Genie from Aladdin, but in Ballz form, just composed of balls. His name is Lamprey, which I guess they're trying to keep with the animal theme, but also make a pun with Genie Lamp, I guess. He morphs into animals. He can morph into a bull. He can morph into a snake. And he can morph into something else that I do not give a shit about. The one that is Scorpion, because he reminded me of the first boss from Final Fantasy VII. When he morphs into a snake, watch the fuck out because he has a move where he just eats you. He just eats you and it drains your life completely. You could be full and he'll like dive into the ground and like Beetlejuice sandworm style pop up, wrap around you and just go eat you and you're done.
Fuck that.
One shot, one kill.
That.
You don't even get a constitution
That should
saving
not be
throw.
a thing in a fighting game.
No, it's garbage.
Yep,
It's absolute
that's fucking
garbage.
dumb.
I fucking hate it. I didn't get past him, but once you do defeat him, I beat him a couple times, but not best 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Once you get past him, you fight the Jester. I planned on watching a YouTube video of somebody beating Jester and seeing the ending. Tyler, I love this show. I love recording this show with you. I love recording this show for all of our listeners. I'm very grateful to everyone who listens, but I do not love this show enough to give a shit about the ending to Ballz.
Yeah, it's that bad.
I mean, I really do not care about the ending of this game. It is, you're right, it is really that bad. The game has a couple cool mechanics that I do like. Every character has the ability to beg for mercy. And when they beg, they regenerate health, which is measured in balls. Instead of a life bar, you have a horizontal row of balls. And as you get hit, those balls disappear. That is also kind of a cool thing. At first, it kind of feels like a gimmick, but it's nice because when time runs out in a round, unlike most fighting games, it doesn't just take the person with the most health at the end of the time limit. What it does is it just starts to remove a ball for like every second. So what that means is it kind of gives, if someone's the underdog, it gives them a chance to go all out and try to come back, which I think is a really cool concept.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's only one other weird mechanic, which might be a cool thing. Everyone has the ability, everyone's Shang Tsung, essentially. Every fighter has the ability to morph into other fighters. You just input a command.
They're really all the same.
So they really are all the same.
Yep.
I don't like that because to one degree, I feel like, yes, you could probably figure out, oh, well, this character is weak against Boomer. So I'm going to morph into Boomer so that I have an advantage. I mean, that's cool, I guess, but like,
Don't like it.
I don't like it. I'm not in love with it. If the game mechanics were more sound, if they were really tight, then maybe that's a thing where it's like, okay, that's cool. I could explore that for a couple of hours. But if the game's not fun to play and therefore does not make me want to explore any fucking options of other characters or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. I don't have anything else to say about it. I played it
anything
that
else to say?
far and it was fucking awful.
I would love to tell you about some of the TVs in the arena.
Okay.
There is the big Jumbotron that has text that flies up every now and then. There are also smaller TVs in these arenas that show what seems like just a nonsensical Clockwork Orange Nintendo Play It Loud commercial, like just bam, 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 one after the other. Here's a list of some random things that show up on those television screens as you're fighting. A man eating a green egg. Lips moving.
So the Dairy Queen mascot.
Yes.
Yeah.
DQ something different. A pool game. There's just a game of pool going on at one point. A fish eating a smaller fish. A dog holding a rod of uranium. A sad droopy dog. Probably the same dog.
Mm-hmm. He's got cancer now. He's very sad about it.
A crying baby. Vampire fangs. And my personal favorite, there is, at one point, the screen goes to someone wearing jeans, butt facing the camera. Jeans come off, and as they come off, an MA13 sensor bar drops down over the ass. That's my favorite one.
While I was playing this game, I kept, because you mentioned all these commercial things, in my head, I kept going as I was playing, Ballz 3D going up. It took me a while, like, what the fuck is that
what is
from?
that?
Do you remember Puzz 3D, the 3D puzzles in the 90s?
Puzz 3D?
Puzz 3D, yep. It was always like making like the Empire State Building, and it's a 3-dimensional puzzle that you build.
Oh, so this isn't a video game. This is
No,
like
it's
a
a
this is like a
puzzle.
physical thing.
Yep.
Oh, I do remember those. Yeah. Do those exist still? Probably not.
Probably.
Oh, do you think so?
They have to. I mean, I don't think they've burned all the copies.
Right? Go on eBay right now. Want to see the best? You want to start flipping Puzz 3Ds?
Yeah,
Tyler?
that's all we do. We're real puzzers over
Yeah.
here.
Oh, big Puzz.
Ballz got us on puzzing.
You and me, we're huge puzzies.
we love the puzzing.
God, we're just the biggest puzzies. This game was originally designed to be used with the thing I've never heard of before until now, the Edge 16. Are you familiar with that?
No, not at all.
The Edge 16 was Sega hardware. It was a modem that was intended for the Sega Genesis. Now, that was scrapped, and then months later, X-Band came out. The online multiplayer service that Sega did. Now, I think that this game could have, I wouldn't have been better, but I feel like would have been more well known if it had been a fighting game that people were able to play with one another.
It definitely would have been. Yeah.
And I almost feel like to a point where, like, if that tech had been in place, a lot of people would have overlooked or would have been easier to overlook.
Nostalgia would have beaten a lot of that. Yeah.
However, it is super important for me to point out, this blew my fucking mind. This game was reviewed extremely well when it came out.
That's dumb.
This game was reviewed extremely well. Case in point, here's the reception. I feel like Electronic Gaming Monthly, they did pretty good. They give it a 6.2 out of 10, but still, I feel like that's a pretty average score. It is generous. The thing that is probably...
Bella has entered the room.
Yeah, there's a dog in here. Hey, Bella. How are you, girl? The thing that is probably the most jarring, Phil shared this with me. There is an Entertainment Weekly review for this game where they rate it higher than Mortal Kombat 2.
Holy shit.
Yeah. They give Ballz an A, I believe, and Mortal Kombat 2 a B+.
Oh my God. Fuck you. Someone got fucking paid off for that. Somebody got fucking paid off.
I do feel like, seriously, like
no fucking doubt.
The development budget was 20%, and then the paying media off was 80% of the budget.
Yeah. There's no way. Oh man, that's some bullshit.
I'll have a link to that Entertainment Weekly article in the show notes at tadpog.com if you want to read it for yourself.
Do you have any achievements for this game?
I have a couple achievements for this game. Tyler, the first achievement I have is, hold on, there's a problem. Let me get back to Evernote. My first achievement, Tyler, is Get Crunk. And in order to unlock Get Crunk, you need to beat the game as Crunk.
I got a similar one.
Yeah, what is it?
Boomer Sooner, which that's for Blake Woods. And that is beating the game as Boomer.
The clown, Ronald McDonald.
You could also alternatively beat the game as anybody but live in Oklahoma.
My second achievement is Get Wrecked. In order to unlock Get Wrecked, you have to defeat T-Rex, the very large dinosaur boss in the game.
Okay.
Do you have any more achievements?
No, really. Joke's on you. And that is where you're just beaten by the jester and just have to quit.
That's pretty good if you made it that far. My last achievement is because I have to do a balls pun. I just have to drain the balls. In order to unlock Drain the Balls, you have to lose in a match where time runs out. And time has to drain your balls, and then you die.
I've got the reverse, Blue Balls, and that is where you beg for mercy until you reach full health.
Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
I've got a bunch of questions for you.
Fuck yes.
Just a bunch of questions. Yes. I'm going to let you decide. Would you like to do beards and glasses first, or would you like to do a quiz that I prepared first?
Let's do beards and glasses to get out of the way.
All right, let's do this. Okay. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
If you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be?
I would have to give it the teabagging beard where Ballz, horrible. The Ballz the chicken grease, murdery, bloodstained balls of John Wayne Gacy are fucking draped across your chin after a game of Halo.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I feel like John Wayne Gacy's mentioned a lot on our show now.
Yeah. I listen to serial killer podcasts now.
I think
He's
that
pretty fucked up.
This might be the third week in a row where John Wayne Gacy's come up on our show as a topic. You feel okay?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah.
We're good?
I was just trying to think of what's some fucked up balls.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses that sums up how you feel it, which serial killer's glasses would it be and why?
I would have to give it the notorious glasses of one person serial killer who smelled like sour milk and general fuck upness, just nasty, horrible, disgusting individual. The aviator glasses of Ted Kaczynski.
What is the term for? There's a term for this. Where when you mentioned being teabagged by John Wayne Gacy, Lord, the thing we all dream of. When you mentioned that, it made me think of there's a term for someone teabagging your eyes, so that one testicle, a testicle, goes over one eye. Another
I know
testicle.
what you're talking about.
It's something goggles.
I don't know.
Let us know in the comments on Facebook. We're TADPOG.
Are you a dead soul or a Yeti, and what is that called?
Yes, what is that thing? Yeah, the only thing I can pull up on Urban Dictionary is Arabian goggles, and that feels like that's too racist to be right. So, I don't know. Let us know. It's a thing. I know I've heard of it. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
I've got one more question before a quiz. I want to know, how much do you think this game is on Amazon? If you were to buy it right now, used on Amazon, how much do you think you would pay for it?
Genesis games are cheaper. $7.50.
Tyler, actual retail value of Ballz 3D used for the Sega Genesis at the time of this recording on Amazon used is $1.
All right.
$1. Might be the cheapest game I've found on Amazon.
Pretty good. All right.
How much?
A little too expensive still, but
I don't know. I think I'd pay. I'd buy it for $1. I'd buy that for $1. Tyler, how much, just for shits and giggles, just for funsies, how much do you think this game is used on Amazon for the Super Nintendo?
$2. Oh, I bet it's a lot more expensive on Super Nintendo.
Taking that
back?
back?
It's a lot more.
Taking that back?
Yeah, I was just gonna joke around, but I'm gonna best $50.
$50?
Yep.
$28.99.
All right.
I did not play it on the Super Nintendo. I did watch a little bit of a playthrough. It looks a lot better on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Okay.
This game looks bad on the Genesis. It just does.
It does.
It just looks bad on the Genesis.
Sounds bad. The music is terrible. The orgasm
awful.
sound effects.
The
The woman. And the guy just going.
Oi, oi, oi,
yeah,
oi.
constantly.
Yeah,
constantly.
It is. Yes, it's not music. It is really just.
It's the worst.
Random sound effects. It's like when Henry plays with. He's got this toy.
It's an electronica orgy.
Yeah. Henry's got this toy that's like all like barnyard animal sounds, where it's just like this game sounds like a fucked up version, like a modded version of that. It's like a speak and spell just decided to like, what should we score this game in? Should we do MIDI or should we spend? I know what we'll do. Let's create a fucked up speak and spell with the $15 we have left from paying off the media to review this game favorably.
Yep.
It's bad. The sound
so bad.
is bad.
So bad.
It's very bad.
I want this quiz.
Tyler.
I want this quiz.
Okay, so this game.
Can Melissa take it with me?
Yeah.
Dear.
Now, come on. She's not dear.
Bay.
She's your glove.
Bloody glove. Oh, well, she's not in this room.
She's gone. Okay. Are you just going to go alone?
Yep. Can I go solo?
Okay, so the name of this game, Tyler, is Ballz. Can you spell that for me, please?
Ballz.
Z. Or Zed. There is a term for words that are just too extreme. You may be familiar with this. It's called Extreme Cool Letters Quiz. It does not work unless you see it written out. So there are words. There is a TV trope which is a wonderful site, TV Tropes.
Oh my God, too good. It's too good of a site.
It is really good. I'll have a link to Extreme Cool Letters Quiz.
Makes you feel like the lamest person ever to exist.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll have a link to this entry in the show notes at tadpog.com. But essentially what it is, an extreme cool letter is something that is usually changed up for marketing spin to like market, like let's change an S to a Z or an EX to an X just to like market this to children. This is hip.
Yeah.
How do we sell this hip new product?
How do we get eggs to a younger market?
I know, eggs.
Yeah.
So this quiz is all about extreme cool letters. All the answers are going to have an extreme cool letter, and I'll give you a hint. It's a Z.
All right.
There's your hint.
Fuck yeah.
First question, Tyler.
This is a good premise already.
I'm glad you like it. First question, Tyler. And you know how I do questions. They're statements. It's Jeopardy style.
Yeah.
Yasmin, Chloe, Jade, Sasha, and Raya are dolls known for their eyeshadow
Brats
and
with a
glossy
Z.
lips. Brats with a Z. Correct you are. I listed that first because I was like, Tyler lives in a house with 5 women. He knows what brats are.
Yep.
I know for sure that he does.
Yep.
Tyler, second question. This virtual band was created in 1998.
Gorillas.
And will you let me finish the statement? All right, guess what, motherfucker? I'm editing these on the fly to be harder now.
Damn.
Yes, it is Gorillas.
I was excited because I knew it.
Here we go. I just made it harder. You're still going to get it. All right, I'm not making it harder. You're welcome. This chain of gas stations.
Sheets.
Yes. Man, you are ready to stop recording and fuck, aren't you? Like, you are like, you do not give a shit about this episode anymore.
I do. I just know them because I know I'm not going to know them soon.
Fourth question, Tyler. A Grammy award-winning American rapper from College Park, Georgia. Good luck.
Jays.
No, not Jay-Z.
2 Chains.
2 Chainz. You are correct. 2 Chainz. You're very good at this. You're very good with letters that mix out.
I'm extreme.
You are extreme. You're too extreme.
T-Wayne's what they call me.
Tyler, this is a brand of compilation albums. Do you know the answer yet?
No.
Featuring children. Do you know the answer yet?
Kids Bop.
Kids Bop, yes. Which perform contemporarily popular songs. The lyrics, Tyler, are often deemed too explicit or suggestive, so they change the lyrics up. Tyler, next question. An American R&B vocal group from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
An American R&B group. Boys to Men.
Boys to Men. Nailed it. Tyler, I'm very impressed.
Because I was like, Color Me Bad. No, it's got 2 Ds.
Doesn't have a Z in it. I shouldn't have given you that hint, I don't think. I should have let you discover that as it went on. Next question, Tyler. Not to be confused with A Bug's Life. I'll stop there.
Okay. Ants.
Ants. All right. I won't even bother reading the rest of that. Next question, Tyler. The solo debut single by Eazy-E as a part of NWA.
Read that again?
The solo debut single by Eazy-E as a part of NWA.
I don't know.
That's the hard version.
Yeah.
You want the easier version? It starts with the phrase, cruising down the street in my 6'4".
I don't know. You got me with music.
You've done really well on like all of these, and some of them have been music. I mean, Kids Bop, that's the pinnacle of musical artistry. Boys in the
Boys
Hood.
in the Hood. Okay.
Tyler, this is a brand of background music played in retail stores and other venues.
Oh, shit. I know this.
Also known as elevator music.
Chuck Mangione.
I am not familiar with Chuck.
Chuck Mangione?
No.
Oh, because he's all over King of the Hill.
Oh, yeah.
That trumpet player. Fuck. What is it called? I can't remember what it's called.
There's going to be a Z in it.
Yeah.
You know that.
Uh-huh.
Tapping out?
Yeah.
You got this, man. You got this.
Because I just don't want to spend like a minute being like,
I get it. It's Muzak.
Muzak. Okay.
Last question, Tyler. You've done very well. You've destroyed this quiz. This band formed in 1994 and achieved mainstream success with their second and third studio albums. I'm not going to list those album titles yet. I'm just going to see if you can. I'm going to see if you can get it based on that.
A band in 1994.
They formed in 1994 and achieved mainstream success with their second and third studio albums. That's a hard. I feel like that's a hard question.
Because Backstreet Boys has an S.
Oh, I'm wrong. Never mind. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Backstreet's back with a Z.
Give me the easy version.
All right. Continuing that question, the two studio albums are titled Significant Other and Chocolate Starfish in the Hot Dog Flavored Water.
Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit.
Okay. You're welcome, T. Landon.
Yeah. Taryn was going to be my hint that was going to get you across that bridge.
That was a good quiz. I enjoyed that quiz a lot.
You
That was a
destroyed.
good quiz.
You chewed that quiz up.
was a good
I feel
quiz.
like that was next one's going to be more challenging.
This is pretty good. That was good. If I nailed all of them, okay, but there was some.
You got what, 80%?
80%.
That's good. That's
better than
good.
Ballz.
Yeah, but definitely better than Ballz.
Trying to think we got anything else.
You want to take a call or two?
Yeah, let's take a call.
You good
or
with
two.
that?
Yeah.
We can actually, if we take two, I think we can wrap up calls from September 2016.
Done.
Oh, I lied. We'd have to do 5 of them. So
Nope.
yeah, here we go. First call.
Hello, TADPOG. Tyler and Dave. Hello. The spectacled and bearded.
Hi.
This is Taryn.
You sound sad.
I know we have talked about a lot of things before, and I feel like I'm very open.
I'm pausing this. I'm trying to think how much we said pussy, the word pussy in September. I feel like we're about to get some real...
I was about to say, because 13 Reasons Why hasn't come out at that point, so I'm not that worried about her. That is sad Taryn is not a thing. I've heard plenty of sad Taryn, but not in a while.
I'm not used to this. All right, Taryn, you're back.
Been with you all, and tonight I have taping. Yeah, this phone call needs to hustle.
Oh, yeah, she's
I
fucked
have
up and trying to sound
taken
sober.
A sleeping medication.
Ah.
I don't take pills very well. I can barely take Benadryl without sleeping for 2 days. But I've had a little trouble sleeping lately. I've had a very stressful couple weeks of work. And someone recommended something, and I took it. And I'm having that moment where
It's called
I'm close to falling
heroin.
asleep, but my body and mind are fighting it a little bit, and it's very strange.
You sound like you
And
are
my
on sleepy
pug,
time.
yes, I have a pug now.
Nice.
Her name is
Lulu Bell.
Lulu Biscuit,
Nice.
Bizkit. And Lulu Biscuit and I are trying to think about going to sleep. But it's just this weird feeling where, like, my body wants to go to sleep, but it cannot go to sleep. And I know Tyler and I have talked about this medication before, and
Tyler, you
it's
do
a
heroin?
really weird
Constantly,
feeling. Like,
yeah.
I feel like I'm a little bit floating above my bed, but I know I'm not.
You
Because
might
I'm
be.
laying in it, and I've done drugs before. I'm talking
Allegedly.
like illegal drugs. I've done those.
Yeah, I don't think you have, Taryn.
Yeah, look, just in case any employers are listening, this is all allegedly.
Yeah. And she's not married. She's never had sex either.
Yeah, we've all done drugs, like caffeine and alcohol.
And I've done over-the-counter drugs before.
Tylenol.
Yeah,
And
like
this is a different
Robitussin.
feeling. And I feel like I understand Tyler's struggles now a little bit better. But anyway,
Sucks.
I just wanted to say hello
Hi.
and how much I love the show
Thank you.
and that I support you 100%. And I also want to go to a dance party at this dragon thing, the Dragon
Come on.
Festival.
Dragon Con.
What's it called?
Come on
I
to
want to
Dragon
go to a
Con.
dance party. That sounds
Yep.
like so much fun.
Do it.
And I also want to say congratulations to Tyler. And I don't know if he's discussed why I'm congratulating him, and if
I got
he
married in
hasn't,
September.
I
We are
Just gonna say
behind. I've been married for 7 months.
and I love you both. And I wear my shirt with pride. And I'll give you more.
Not a Tadpog shirt.
She just likes being warm.
Yeah, right. I like protecting my torso from the elements. I wear it with pride.
For money, the next time I can guest host. And I think that I should guest host right when I'm about to peak on the sleeping medication.
It's weird that this call is like, she brings up her Limp Bizkit dog after the Limp Bizkit question. She texts me about coming in to record. Now she calls. This is a weird nexus for this call to pop up.
Limp Bizkit dog sounds like an insult. Like,
you Limp Bizkit dog.
like I go into the spherical dog pet store and I'm like, do not give me that Limp Bizkit.
Don't give me that Limp Bizkit.
Do not give me that Limp Bizkit dog. Taryn, we love you too. Thank you for calling. Looking forward to you coming back on the show.
Hell yes.
So I'm really looking forward to that. You want to do? We got time for more?
After outro. Well, yeah, let's do one more. We'll do one
You
more.
want more? All right, here we go. Stop me if we played this one already, because it is possible.
Hi, TADPOG. It's me again, Terrified Michelle. I forgot. I remember the question that I was going to ask you. It's not amazing, but I know you guys go to conventions all the time. Like, you went to Dragon Con
Yes.
or whatever. But do you ever go, like, as TADPOG, like, set up a booth and be like, you should listen to us because we're awesome, and give us straws, or, I don't know, something like that?
Give us straws? Is that what she said?
I don't know.
Can I flip it and reverse it?
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm going to pull this back.
You should listen to us because we're awesome, and give us straws, or, I don't know, something like that.
I missed it.
'Cause
I
if
still
you
think it's give us
did,
straws.
That would be cool. And then we could visit your booth. We can actually meet you in real life. And we could be like, we love you. Yeah, that's all. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, Terrified
Yes,
Michelle.
Terrified Michelle, thank you.
See, the thing about setting up a booth at a con is you have to have like a certain something, and it's popularity.
It's money, actually.
Oh, money.
Yeah, it's money.
Okay, yeah.
That's just,
We don't have either.
Yeah. No, I mean, no. Yeah, we don't have either of those things. I have looked at maybe getting a table at like a smaller convention or something like that. There really isn't, outside of the vendor booths in Dragon Con, there aren't like a whole lot of other, like, I guess we could buy a vendor booth, but like the vendor floor at Dragon Con is enormous. And I don't know how much.
And without pushing some serious money, you're shuffled off to a corner where no one's going to come.
Yeah. And I don't know how much those booths are, but I imagine they're expensive.
Oh, yeah.
The only other option would be for you and I to get a table at the Artist Alley. And I do not think that would go over well with the real artists that are there.
Right.
Oh, what do you guys do?
We'll just shuffle up beside Chris Schweitzer, like, hey, here's $10.
Yeah.
Can we sit here and give out stickers?
Yeah, we're just going to sit here and talk about dicks. Is that cool? Or
Does that mesh with your family-friendly brand?
But I'm all about, okay, recently, especially the Louisville Arcade Expo, some really cool people showed up to that wearing TADPOG shirts and really like pushing the show. And that was amazing. And yes, I'm all for this. I'm all for meeting up with listeners and doing all that. So Terrified Michelle, if you and your partner Janie ever decide to come to Dragon Con or something like that, definitely let us know.
Yep.
Or any conventions that are, on the east of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
I don't, unfortunately, get to travel a whole lot anymore, but so pretty much all the conventions I go to are like Atlanta, St. Louis, Louisville, Nashville, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely. All right. I think that's pretty good.
all right.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Find the show on iTunes, SoundCloud, or Stitcher. So don't miss the next episode. I don't know. If Taryn's coming in, we need to do something with Taryn.
You think she'd roll up a Call of Cthulhu character with us?
I mean, I think she might, but
You just kill her off immediately.
okay, that's fine. That's fair.
No, I'm kidding. We need to figure out something to do.
Yeah,
with her.
so we'll have to figure it out. We'll see what we're gonna do. Maybe an all calls with her. It's about time for one of those.
No, all right, maybe. Man, I am so like, all calls is a weird thing for me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird thing for me now.
Gotta fart on those haters 24/7.
All calls are one of those things where it's just like, dude,
We pay a lot for that screening service, though.
we do pay a lot, but right, we do pay a lot for that screening service. You got me there. You got me there. You trapped me in a box of my own logic. But here's the thing, man. No, like, there's a group of people who like really do not like all calls. They just really don't. And it's like when I look at like listens, it's like I can just scan through a like list of episodes and be like, I can pick out the all calls. Like if you put a sheet of paper up over the titles, I can be like all calls, all calls, all calls. They just don't do. They're just not. I don't know. I just feel like I just feel like a lot of people do not like the all calls.
Yeah, but I do.
That is true, and it is. I mean, it is partially your show.
So I mean, I see what you're saying, but I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right, we'll work it out.
Because we got plenty of calls, and I would hate to just like.
Yeah, we're doing them at the end of every episode though now. That's not a thing. We don't have to save them anymore.
7 months behind. That's true.
I don't know. Yes, we will figure it out. Without us having a Monday and Wednesday show, which I do not want to go back to.
Yeah,
I don't want to go. This is so much better. I feel healthier now.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this is so much better. It
does make that one show a little more valuable.
It makes it It makes it extremely more valuable.
Yeah.
So I wrestle with that, where it's like, do we want to take an entire week's episode for a thing that half of our listeners don't listen to?
Okay.
It's
That's
tough.
fair.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Right? We'll work it out. We'll leave it up to Taryn.
Well, that's fair. Let's see. Hey, we got shirts.
Mm-hmm.
You can find those. Go to Amazon. Look up TADPOG. Got them shirts.
Yes.
Hey, if you want to send us something, we still love that. We still need those intros. So please send it anything you want to. Postcards, I'm loving those. I got a stack of those ready to go in the next annex. So anything you want to send us, hot sauce, whatever, please send that to TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole and Nance, PO Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
Do you want free TADPOG stickers? Sure, we all do. But how do we get them? Send a self-addressed stamped envelope to that P.O. box, and I'll throw some stickers in that envelope, send it back to you. Joey, I hope that your shirts have arrived. I did mail those to you. Okay, good.
He just posted a picture in TADPOG Nation that,
Excellent.
hey, got my shirts.
Excellent. So everything's square for right now. I need to pick up a shipment of packages from Nicole. And if there are self-addressed stamped envelopes in that stack, I'll be sure to get those stickers out to you guys as soon as I can. We still have plenty. So if you're feeling like we're gonna run out and you don't want them for that reason, don't worry about it. Just send your envelopes in. You can call us if you want. Mm-hmm. It may or may not get played. You can call us at 270-883-2555. If you leave us a voicemail, just try to keep it under 3 minutes, and we'll send it to our very expensive screening service. Mm-hmm. And if it is selected, we will play it on an upcoming episode 7 months down the road. You can also find us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/TADPOG. Where there's a lot of cool people there doing a lot of cool shit. We also have a super secret group called TADPOG Nation.
Yeah.
This is a private group on Facebook where we can be gross and not worried about our grandmothers seeing it.
Yeah, because the TADPOG group is public. It's for show promotion. But we also have sort of the fan page that is TADPOG Nation where, that is where you go to be yourself.
Right, absolutely. And we, the reason I'm bringing up the TADPOG Nation Facebook group is because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is coming out soon, and I'm putting together a tournament for that game. If you are interested in joining that tournament, join us on the TADPOG Nation Facebook page because I will be creating an event there. Currently, there's a poll up right now for what time works best for everybody. Once that's decided, we're going to move into the preliminary event stage. So that's going to be a thing that happens, and I don't want anybody listening to this to miss out on it if they're not a member of the TADPOG Nation Facebook group. So there's your public service announcement. We're on Twitter. You can find us at TADPOG_podcast. Big thanks to everybody on there who retweets us. It does mean a lot. A lot of people do that. Thank you very much. And thank you for retweeting our Twitch announcements. When I stream, I normally tweet out that that's going to happen. And there's some really cool people who have been retweeting that. So thank you. Our Twitch channel is TADPOG_podcast. If you'd like to check out one of the streams, I urge you to come and join in. The chat in there is usually pretty fun, and that's kind of what I like to focus on in there, is just kind of shooting the shit. So I streamed Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series, episode 1, and of course, Ballz. Ballz also did Ballz.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking up something if you want to do. We have new Patreon donors, I believe.
Yeah, we got some people to thank. How could I forget our Patreon? Hey, did you enjoy this? How do you feel about the Patreon episode that we recorded right before doing this, where we thought we were going to record Ballz, but ended up talking about video game quizzes? If you'd like to listen to that or all of the bonus episodes that we've done in the past, we release those monthly. All you need to do is chip in at least $1 on our Patreon, and you get access to all of that stuff. You can find us at patreon.com/tadpog. And I'd like to take just a moment to thank some people who have recently been extremely kind and donated. I'd like to thank Exalted Lord Mike of Purdue for recently upping his pledge, riding that penny train. I'd like to thank Tadpog Santa Akemi Kana Hall for recently upping her donation, riding that penny train. Thank you very much, Kana. Let's see. We've also got Matt Gentile for that is a new donation.
Donor.
That is a huge deal. We love new donors. So Matt, huge fucking thank you to you. We really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy all the bonus episodes that are up there. You're not riding the penny train, but here's a whistle anyway. I hope you enjoy it. I'd like to thank Persona Warrior Cody for recently upping his donation, riding that penny train. Persona Warrior Cody, thank you very much. And I'm not sure exactly why he did it. I hope it wasn't a mistake, but I'd like to thank Persona Warrior Cody for upping his donation again, riding that penny train. So thank you very much. He may have missed one or something like that. If that's the case, Cody, good on you. And I think that is all the people that I have to thank.
All right.
Other than our regular donors.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody, for helping us there. The support goes a long way.
Fuck yeah, it does. Our theme song is Moves. Let's take more drive. Link to that track found in the show notes at tadpog.com.
Yes.
How do you want to close that, Dave?
That's a good question. I guess we could close it out. I'm trying to think of a Ballz related way to close it out.
Like clowns.
You want to do clowns?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like creepy clowns.
Like creepy clowns? Okay. All right.
So until next time. Tropical Capricorn.
Tropical Capricorn.
Yuck.
Do you like clowns
No.
at all?
Oh, no. I mean, I don't have like intense phobia, but I do not like them. Melissa has
Yeah.
the phobia.
Really? I don't like them either. They always make me feel uncomfortable. Like mascots and stuff, like at sporting events, and also like at Disney World and stuff like that. Even as a kid, they used to make me uncomfortable because like I never like bought into the magic of that. It was always just like, that's a guy in a suit and I can't see what he looks like. And that bothers me because if he starts stabbing people, I'm gonna have to tell the police, yeah, it was Pluto. No, I recognized him. It was Pluto.
Oh, it was fucking Pluto.
Oh, it was Pluto for sure.
A dramatic reading by Tyler Holland on this April the 25th. Every morning there is a halo from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed. I know it's not mine, but I'll see if I can use it for the weekend or a one-night stand. Couldn't understand how to work it out. Once again, as predicted, left my broken heart open and you ripped it out. Something's got me reeling. Stopped me from believing. Turned me around. Said that we can do it. Why, no, I want to do it again. Oh, every morning. Oh, every morning when I wake up, shut the door, baby. Don't say a word. Oh! She's always right's wrong. She always writes, shut the baby, don't say a word. Finish.